Meghan decided that her real object in life was to be Diana. That has always been her passion. That has also been Harry's passion, that they should drop the name Windsor and take the surname Spencer. So she'd be Meghan Spencer, the new Diana. And
so this is a plan that they have actively discussed?
They've actively discussed it.
And there was no doubt that she studied Princess Diana. She studied her mannerisms towards Harry when he was a boy and the way that she grabs her face. And this is the psychopathic elements of what she does, putting a pregnancy text next to Princess Diana's hair, saying that she put her hands on the grave to have a conversation with her, bursting into tears. And she has convinced, there's a thing called in psychology called the Freudian transfer. She has convinced Harry that she is Princess Diana, except this time he has an opportunity to save her.
Tom Bower is absolutely furious at Meghan as she tries to rebrand herself to replace Diana. After all the backlash she's already received from the media, you'd think she'd have learned her lesson. But instead, Meghan and Harry are making a move they think will redeem them. Unfortunately, it's just bringing more heat down on them, and from where I'm sitting, they're not going to survive this one.
Oh, shut up. What do you mean the stakes are this high? Who do you think you are? Other than a latte-munching imbecile living in luxury in California while the rest of the world's a cost of living crisis, moaning and whining about an institution which gave you the titles on which you now trade millions of dollars.
Her aides say that she hasn't committed to anything, but the producer on the news show is saying, you know, we think this is an important part for her rebranding, all of which we're seeing at the moment, this more serious image of the Duchess of Sussex.
In a report coming out from the entertainment industry, it's been revealed that Harry and Meghan are taking steps to change their names and adopt late Princess Diana's surname of Spencer.
And Meghan went to the extent of suggesting that they should drop the name Windsor and take the surname Spencer. So she'd be Meghan Spencer, the new Diana.
That's right. They're reportedly discussing rebranding themselves entirely. Harry might soon be known as Harry Spencer instead of Harry Windsor. The idea is to align him more closely with the Diana legacy. What they don't know is that changing their name won't change who they are. It's absurd to think that changing their name will change people's minds about them. It's as if they're trying to distance themselves from the royal family entirely and carve out a new identity for themselves. Do they honestly think this will work? Tom Bower couldn't hold back his fury when commenting on this. He suggests that Meghan is so fed up with her own identity that now all she wants is to be seen as the new Princess Diana.
That Meghan decided that her real object in life was to be Diana. That has always been her passion. That has also been Harry's passion.
Both in image and in stature. It's like she's trying to replace Diana's royal identity, but without the real responsibilities that come with being royal. She wants to walk around with the Princess Diana title, but without any of the baggage that comes with it.
She has convinced Harry that she is Princess Diana, except this time he has an opportunity to save her. That is the truth, and it's worked, right? So she's done this convincing performance for Harry that I don't know how I ended here, I just love you, and I'm just like your mom. And the one chance that you had to save your mom again, when he recounts that tale and the things that she said, she threatened homicide on her unborn child and suicide on herself. And then she convinced Harry that it was his idea to leave the UK.
She wants people to follow her as the new Diana. How laughable is that? But as crazy as it sounds, this is exactly what she wants. She's trying to change the narrative and quickly shift public opinion, all while wearing Diana's crown without actually being her.
Diana was really keen on the monarchy. Although she fell out with the individuals there, she was brought up to have a huge sense of duty, and Meghan seems to have a duty to herself.
But here's where it gets even juicier. Meghan and Harry aren't even sharing this plan with anyone. They've decided to keep it to themselves and just hope the public buys into their new fantasy. It's like they want to live in a world of their own making, a world where they're still royalty, but with none of the royal obligations. They can't let go of the perks of the royal life while trying to live a normal one. Well, we all know they love the freebies.
Harry called this particular woman and said, is there a chance that we could borrow your house? Meghan wonders whether we could have it. And the woman was a bit puzzled by this, but said in the end, okay. A following day, Harry calls and says, Meghan also says, can we get there in your private jet?
Oh, my God.
And that is exactly what the grift is all about. It's about scrounging. It's about Harry and Meghan constantly looking for freebies.
But it's not all smooth sailing. Their brand is struggling. Things aren't going as smoothly as they had hoped. Netflix has reportedly been having closed-door meetings considering cutting ties with her series.
Old pal Meghan Markle had some bad news, double shot of bad news over the past week. First, Netflix canceled her debut animated series, Pearl, which was going to be about some woke little 12-year-old discovering her wokeness, as far as I can tell from the descriptions. Shockingly, even Netflix has decided that won't work. That she is angry and wants answers from King Charles, according to the New York Post, over different rules for her and Harry versus others who have ditched royal life, like Fergie, Sarah, Duchess of York.
And Spotify? They've stopped working with them altogether, mainly because of the backlash Meghan's receiving.
Everything is temporary.
It's over. Harry and Meghan's estimated $25 million podcast deal canceled after less than a year.
After the cancellation of their Spotify deal, Bill Simmons, a Spotify executive, didn't hold back. He was absolutely livid about the whole situation. Imagine wasting millions, and now they're calling for a rebrand to fix their image. He slammed them as grifters after pulling out of a massive $15 million podcast deal, and there was no return on that investment.
This stinging rebuke from Spotify executive Bill Simmons just hours after the firm pulled the Sussexes' £15 million Flopcast deal.
Wish I had been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation. The f***ing grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them.
Both platforms have criticized the couple for not creating enough content despite the huge financial backing they've received. Now, Netflix is frustrated because it's not seeing any return on its investment. It's not just Netflix that's backing away. Their association with Dior has come under fire after a story in the Mail on Sunday called them grifters. That got Dior distancing itself from them too. The luxury brand doesn't want anything to do with them.
Let's just clarify, Dior, once the grifter comment came out and once the story ran in the Mail on Sunday, Dior have seen the backlash and quickly said, no.
After all, what good is associating with a couple whose reputation is in free fall? The consumers have spoken, and Dior is quietly pulling back. They don't need that kind of heat. Now, with all this mess, the couple thinks changing their name to Spencer is going to fix everything. They hope this big rebrand will make the backlash stop and people will stop seeing them for who they really are.
The image was important, and it's all now sabotaged. Everything is broken up, and that's a great blow to them because they're looking for something new, and now they're going to have to look for something again.
But here's the thing. This is who they are. Changing their name isn't going to magically fix their image. They plan to break free from their royal associations and create a new identity for themselves. It is pretty clear that they're not doing it to honor Diana's memory, but to capitalize on her image.
So potentially changing their name, I mean, that's a seismic thing to do. They'll be aware of that. Presumably, Tom, the suggestion there is they acknowledge that this has been a disaster so far in Hollywood. It hasn't worked out as they hoped.
This whole rebranding effort is making people furious because they have realized that it's just manipulative and delusional. Meghan and Harry think that this is their only option now, to create a new brand, a new life, after all their failed ventures with Netflix, Spotify, and even Dior. So, what do you think? Is this rebranding going to work for them, or are they just completely delusional? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.